Welcome to another story time. What's going on? And this story time really goes back to 2007. I had just graduated high school. I was at the age of 18 and I was still wild and finding my way and all of that shit. So let's just get into the story time, shall we? Now, this was during the time when Facebook had first started getting popping. MySpace was still out. There was Bebo, there was Black Planet had slowly but surely started fading to the background by 2007 because I only had a Black Planet page from 2005 to 2006. Now 2007, I'm not really sure about that because I did not really log into Black Planet at all during my senior year in high school. But I do know that there was Facebook, there was Bebo, and there was MySpace that was still popping. So for whatever reason that may be, during that time, when internet beefing really just started, bitches used to be beefing all the time on Bebo. Like, they really used to beef really hard before it came to Facebook and before there was even an Instagram and Twitter and Snapchat and all that. Bitches used to be beefing on Bebo hard. Like, they'll make a whole page about you and your whole clique and everything. Now, for whatever reason that might be, during that time in my school, everybody had a clique. I mean, my clique was the Get Money clique. You know what I mean? We had guys and girls in the Get Money clique, and then my friends were affiliated with this other group called Blush. Beautiful ladies underestimated by stupid hoes. that what Blush stood for. And honestly, we look back at this shit and we was like, really? We really used to do that shit. But that's what it was. I was GMC. My sign was like this, GMC. And we wore green and black. Even though my favorite colors are red and black, but we used to rock green and black. Get Money clique, that's what we was. And my name, we all had our own tag name. My tag name was GMC Trill Nigga. Like, that's what my tag was. We even had a party walk to wipe me down and all of that. You know what I mean? We had a party walk to all of that. And I couldn't dance worth a damn, so I never learned to party walk. And whenever they was party walking, I was just walking through. So, it is what it is. So, back to what I was saying, my friend was, not my friend, my sister had a clique too. And it was called All Pink. And this is how they symbol was. It was All Pink. We weren't really no gangs or nothing like that. We were just a group of friends that used to do shit like that. Like, we was a group of friends. We just named our whole group. Everybody had a group. It was like Get Money Clique, Blush, All Pink, All Purple, All Black, Nike Nation, the Showstoppers, Chevy Girls, Chip Dip, all sorts of different groups, Go Getters. It was all sorts of groups, like so many groups during that time. Everybody had a group, everybody had a clique, and then it became something like gangs because All Pink could be beefing with Go Getters, and then the Valley Girls be beefing with the Go Getters, and then it'll go back and forth. All Pink, All Purple, the Valley Girls all together, and then they beefing with the Go. Like, that was the shit, and half of us didn't know what we were beefing for. So the thing was, when around the time it was time for me to graduate, it was this guy, it was this gay guy. He was calling himself with the Go-Getters, and he was going back and forth with my sister on social media. And mind you, I always tell everybody, I will fight, but I'm not a fighter. There's a chance that I might win a fight, and there's a chance that I just might get my motherfucking ass beat. But just know that I'll fight. That's why I don't deal with the shade throwing and the sneak dissing and shit. I don't deal with that because I know that if I catch you, I'm not gonna sneak diss you, and I'm not gonna do no slick dissing, no shade, no nothing. That's what I'm gonna do. I don't give a fuck whether I win or lose. When I catch you, we're gonna see who's gonna be doing the sneak dissing in the shade. I'm gonna fight you. That's just what it is. I want you to hold up for every piece of shade that you're throwing at me on social media or anywhere else. I want you to hold up to any piece of shade that you want to throw at me. Hold up to it in person and see what's gonna happen. Because I'm not gonna do too much talking, and that's just what it is. I'm not gonna go back and forth with nobody on social media. Period. When I can just use that energy for whooping your ass or even attempting to do it. You know what I mean? So this guy, he called himself, he was with the opposing team that was against my sister and her clique, and he was just going all sorts of ways, like saying he was going to whoop her ass and all of that. Now, I was cool with all the other girls in that group off the strength of my sister, but at the same time, I didn't appreciate him coming for my sister. You know, you a whole dude. You know what I'm saying? Why are you talking about fighting a girl? Like, yeah, you gay, but why are you trying to fight a girl for? You know what I mean? Like, that's bitch shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't dare try to fight no females. Period. Like I always said, my mother is a survivor of domestic violence. Why would I want to sit up here and sit up here and be a man fighting a girl, fighting a woman? You know what I mean? So he did all that talking. He made it he walked on our block one day. My sister called him in the street and they got into an argument, but he didn't do shit. So he just started going back and forth with me on Facebook. You know, they went back and forth and I told him, look, if you want to fight her, you're going to have to fight me. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, we're not going to do all this on Bebo or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, when you see me, it's on and popping. I don't give a fuck if I win or lose. If I see you, it's going down. So I just so happened to be at my friend's house. And, I was over there and I just so happened to be sitting on her grandmama's front porch. And I saw him walking with like a group of people. It was like 9 or 10 other people with him when he was walking down the street. And, you know, I was like, ain't this him? He walked up closer and it was him. So I walked out of my friend's grandmother's porch. I walked off and I confronted him in the street. And I said, now what was all of this you was talking on Bebo? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's up with that? Like, what you gonna do? You know what I mean? Well, you was the one talking shit on Bebo, you know. I could tell that he really didn't want to fight me. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that out of, oh, he was intimidated by me. I could just tell that he really didn't want to fight me. You know what I'm saying? Because even when I confronted him about it, you know what I'm saying? He was like, you the one talking shit. You could tell that he didn't really want to fight me. But I was just so adamant about it because he was going so hard on there. But it was like, when I saw him in person, like, it's like, you know, what's up? You know what I'm saying? But it's like he didn't really want to fight me. So because he did not, but because he wasn't holding up for what he was saying, I punched him. And when I punched him, it was over with. You know what I'm saying? We fight. I fall on top of a car, on top of a running car, and I fall on the street. And next thing you know, I get kicked in the eye. So because I done got kicked in the eye, he got a full advantage on me. So then it just feels like there's several other hands hitting me from behind. And I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Not realizing that I'm getting jumped because somebody is saying, you know, I'm not even realizing it at the time that I'm getting jumped because it did feel like there was so many different hands on me because he was kicking me. He kicked me in my eye when I fell to the ground. But then when I got up, I chased him and I grabbed him by the shirt and I hit him again. And then it just felt like someone from behind hit me. Like every time I fell, I get up and run behind him and try to fight him again. But I wasn't realizing that there were other people involved. So then when the fight was over, that's when the police came. And then, you know, my mother had pulled up, my brother pulled up. My brother was like 7 at the time. He, you know, they all was out there and they was like, they jumped on him. Now I saw them, they jumped on him. So I'm sitting up here like, I didn't really get set up here and got my ass jumped. You know what I'm saying? I didn't really got my ass jumped in front of all these people. Now, I have a strawberry on my leg. If I can pull these tight pants up, I would have been able to show y'all, but it's still that little mark right there from when I fell on the street. So I went to the Canton jail because I was 18. Me and him both went to the jail because I was 18. He was like 17, I think. I had just turned 18. So I was charged with simple assault on a minor. And we had to go to court. So because he didn't show up to court, the charges were dropped. And then after the fact, you know, he went around talking about, yeah, I whooped his ass and all that stuff. And I'm just sitting up here like, but you had help though. You know what I'm saying? Like, you had a whole lot of help though. But you know, it is what it is. So after the fact, you know, like a year later, you know, me and him, he added me on Facebook and, you know, we talked about the shit and, you know, we kind of squashed the beef or whatever. You know what I mean? Like a year later when I went to college, you know, we squashed the beef or whatever. And it was just basically like, you know, what the fuck am I beefing with this nigga for? You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck am I beefing with him though? You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, we both agreed that it was stupid. It was childish. It was whatever it was. And then, that was it. So, at this point in time now when I see him, you know, we stop and we talk, you know, we sit down. We're not friends or nothing like that, but we're very much friendly with each other. And if I had the opportunity, I'll hit it. But that's That's neither here nor there. But yeah, that's my story time of the day. How I got my ass completely beat that day. Like I got my ass whooped that day. Like I had a black, not a black eye, but a red eye. My eye was red. I had a big strawberry on my leg. And then on top of that, somebody had told me that two of my cousins had jumped in on the fight. And I didn't even see them jump in, to be honest. But I really sat there and I believed it. And that's only because they wasn't fucking with me anyway. Like those were my two cousins on my dad's side. And at the time I really wasn't fucking with my daddy's side of the family like that. So whatever anyone said about them, my dumb ass believed it. And it was like, they jumped on them too. Somebody said they jumped on them and I took it and ran with it or whatever, and that was just what it was. But I don't think they had anything to do with it though, because I don't even remember seeing them. I don't even remember seeing neither one of them, to be honest. Because when it all went down, the boy that I fought, he was like, he wasn't even out there. So one of them wasn't even out there. So that's what it was. You know what I'm saying? Somebody was lying. But all in all, that's what happened. But I swear to you, if I had an opportunity, I would hit it though. I really would. I would hit it like I ain't never hit it before. But that's my story time, y'all. And I see y'all for my Married to Medicine at my Salute Saturday, y'all. And I'm out this bitch. Have a merry, merry motherfucking Christmas. And have a happy new year. If y'all see me for the happy new year. You know what I mean? If y'all see me for the new year. But, whatever. I'm out of here, y'all. This is your boy, Mr. Still Standing, Scotty. And I'm out of here, y'all. Peace. Right? Like, rate, and motherfucking comment and subscribe. And shout out to Forest Rocks. I saw your comment under the video. Thank you so much. And I hope you know that I love you to death. And I'm out of here, y'all.